Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right, so we're leaving the hotel. It's about 8:15. We've got about an hour and a half ride down to Loretto, Kentucky to go to the Maker's Mark Distillery. First thing, we're actually coming back to this hotel again tonight, so a lot of our stuff we just left there. I think it's the first time on a trip. I know last year we stayed at the Golden Nugget 2 nights in a row, but we didn't do any riding in between, so this is really, I think, the first time on a trip where we're staying at the same hotel and riding. So it's just kind of like our home base for the next couple of days. All right, so first stop of the day here in Loretto, Kentucky for the Maker's Mark tour.
Family lived here and they would process grain. Eventually they figured out grain makes whiskey and they started distilling a little bit of whiskey. That was known as the Burke's Distillery. Something shut them down in the early 1900s. You've probably heard of that thing, Prohibition, right? Didn't have a license to produce during then, so they shut down. Distillery sits vacant for a good while. We don't actually come into play until 1953. That's when our founder Bill Samuels came down here, purchased this property. He introduced Makers as we know it today in 1958. About 50 degrees year-round. That's perfect for this technique to work correctly. All the 46 barrels will go into one of these side ricks. This will hold about 2,000 if we want to fill it all the way up.
Smells delicious.
So you'll go straight down, straight up, point out to the front level like that toward her, twist it twice, set it right down the counter.
Alright.
Are you right or left handed?
Right handed.
Alright, I'll repeat each step again as you're doing it. Go straight down. Alright, straight up, use both hands, point out toward her, spin it, and set it right down the counter. Good job. Alright, so get your picture there, stay behind it.
So we just finished up our tour at Maker's Mark. Really good tour, really good tour guide in Chaz. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this parking lot.
I like that stuff.
So aside from some rain today, it's actually a pretty good day. I think we covered right around 130 miles, went to Buffalo Trace and Maker's Mark. Back at the same hotel we were at last night. In fact, we left most of our stuff here. Not sure what we're getting into tonight, but need something to drink, and gonna head back up to the room, rest a little bit, and then figure the rest out.